Number 1. Delaware. Ugh. So we start as we mean to go on. First of all, shame! Shall we go over the 5 rules of flag design? Shame, 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 shame. We have a joke where I come from. Why does the wind blow east in Pennsylvania? Because Jersey sucks. And so does their flag. Shame! Congratulations, Georgia. You've somehow managed to engineer a situation in which I'm forced to begrudgingly admit that an SOS is, against all odds, the best design out of 8 options. Shame. Number 5. Connecticut. This isn't actually the state seal, but it's close enough that it's not immune to a shame! Before making this video, I took a guess that their flag is probably an SOS. Spoiler alert, I was completely right. Bonus points for being a plain white sheet to boot. Shame! Number 9. New Hampshire. Ah! This is the worst SOS I've seen so far, and the first one to use the entire state seal, text and all, on a plain background. It has neither a distinct background like Delaware or New Jersey, nor identifiable heraldic supporters like Pennsylvania. It's just a messy, circular seal on a solid blue field. Shame! The seal of Virginia depicts virtue triumphing over tyranny. It also has the name of the state, in case you forgot, and the Latin motto Sic Semper Tyrannis, which means, shame on our terrible flag! They each have to share one with their coat of arms, since the flag is just that on a bedsheet. Shame! On the other pole, there's still way too much writing on this flag, and it looks like the stars and bars, so yeah. Shame! Number 14. Vermont. You know what? I'm gonna start docking points every time someone uses a blue field. Shame! The worst part is that this flag was designed by an art teacher of all people. Shame on Kentucky, shame on their flag, shame on that art teacher, and shame on whatever school was paying them because they probably weren't getting their money's worth. Because this flag actually looks better from far away, where you can't see the superfluous details, I will shame it in a way that you also won't notice from far away. Shame. Number 20. Mississippi. You're just going out of your way to offend everybody with this one, aren't you? You'll offend the normies with that canton, you'll offend the historians with the stars and bars, you'll offend your own sympathizers by mucking with their southern pride flag, and you'll offend the vexillologists for all the reasons listed above.
Quad shame.
This isn't a seal on a bedsheet, it's a seal on a sheet of paper. Flags shouldn't be identical to letterhead. White's not a real color, so Illinoising doesn't get a real bell. Shame!
Bell!
Number 23. Maine. You know what rhymes with Maine? Shame! Number 24. Missouri. I'd call this an SOS, but that's a tricolor, not a solid field. That's still a seal though, so shame! Number 26. Michigan. It's an SOS. Shame! The current flag of Florida uses the entire state seal, exterior words and all, on a white field with a red saltire, and this is just visually interesting enough to make me reconsider the shame bell. Oh, what the heck, that's still a white sheet in the state seal. Shame! It's certainly better than using the whole seal, but the eagle is still too detailed and that's way too much writing. Shame! We've got an SOS on a blue field, -1, and they put their name and date on it like we're back in high school again. Shame! Ah! Callie, you were so close. You've got bold colors and strong symbolism, and then you had to go and ruin it all by writing your damn name on the thing. Shame! Unfortunately, they got the worst of both worlds with this design. The seal is still too complicated to look good on a flag, and it's missing the details that make the official seal look nice. Ironically, they would have been better off using their actual seal on a bedsheet. Shame! Okay, let's get it out of the way. It's a seal on a sheet. Shame! And -2, one for each blue field. Oh look, another boring blue bedsheet, -1, and the state seal. Shame! As state sayings go, they've certainly earned theirs by being both wild and wonderful. Their state flag, however, is neither. The closest thing it's got to a wild idea is to put a blue border around that SOS. Shame! Ugh, it's like they heard half the states are going with an SOS and decided to jump on the bandwagon without ever seeing one and only having it described badly over the phone. That's a weirdly light shade of blue, -1, and they put the seal in the wrong spot. It's both an SOS and not even visually consistent with the other SOSs. Double shame! The 2001 NAVA survey I keep bringing up named the Barnes flag the worst of all 72, but Georgia has since gotten a new flag. Nebraska was second to last, and they haven't changed, making their current design the worst of all of them. Shame! North Dakota could have done an SOS, but found an even lazier alternative. This has to be the most uninspired flag we've looked at so far. It's not the worst, no, the Barnes flag still takes that prize. It's just the least original, and it's still pretty damn bad. Shame! South Dakota, your flag sucks and so does its Wikipedia page. Shame! Are we sure this is the flag of Montana? That state seal could belong to anywhere. Oh, okay, yes, I see now they've written their name on it to clear up any confusion. Shame! This is the final one of the 4 flags that are only the whole state seal with wording and a solid field, but at least the field isn't blue or even white. Thank Guan Yin for small mercies, and do I really need to even explain what's going on here? Shame! Like Washington, this flag also uses the entire state seal, word ring and all, but also includes its name on a hard-to-read banner on that solid blue field, -1. Shame! Wyoming, you were so close to having a winner, but then you had to go and slap that god-awful seal on it, complete with the outer words. Shame! Jesus, Odinson Christ, deliver me from these terrible designs. Shame! Then they pulled an Illinois and made a bad flag worse by writing their name on the bottom. Okay, you want to pull a Wisconsin next and put the year on it too? Shame! Ah, now this one's terrible. You've got a seal on a bedsheet. Shame! As always, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.